So after studying the theory of how velocity and acceleration at a particular point in a fluid flow can be determined, let us see its numerical. So here a question has been given. The velocity vector in a fluid flow is given as v is equals to 4x cube I minus 10x square yj plus 2tk. Find the velocity and acceleration of a fluid particle at point 213 and at time t is equals to 1. Okay, so the velocity vector in a fluid flow is given by this equation, and we need to determine the value of velocity and acceleration of a fluid particle or of a particular fluid particle with real space coordinates x, y, z as 213 and time t is equals to 1. So this is a case of unsteady flow as the value of time is given. Okay, and along with that we have given the real space coordinates of a fluid particle 213. Okay, so let's start with the solution. So here the velocity components u, v and w are, from this equation we will get u is equals to 4x cube. This is u minus 10x square y, this is v, and 2t, this is z. Okay, so here u is equals to 4x cube, v is equals to minus 10x square y, and w is equals to 2t. Okay, with value of x is equals to 2, y is equals to 1 and z is equals to 3 at time t is equals to 1. So we have the values of component velocity components u, v, w in x, y and z direction along with time t is equals to 1. Okay, so the velocity components at x, y, z are 2, 1, 3 respectively. Okay, and its resultant velocity is capital V, which is equals to xi plus vj plus wk, that is given in the vector form as in the equation, and we need to determine the resultant velocity, that is under root of u square plus v square plus w square. Okay, so let's start with the solution. Here velocity components are given, so u is equals to 4x cube. Now substituting value of x is equals to 2. Okay, so 4 2 whole cube, so that is equals to 32 units. We will say it in the terms of units. Similarly, v is equals to minus 10x square y, value of x and y is given, so in place of x we will write 2, in place of y we will write 1. Substituting those values over here, minus 10 2 whole square, in place of y it is 1 is equals to minus 40 units, and similarly w is equals to 2 into t. Okay, so the value of t is equals to 1, which has already been given in question, so 2 into 1 is equals to 2 units. Now we need to find out the value of velocity v. Okay, which is v is equals to under root of u square plus v square plus w square, and in the vector form it will be ui plus vj plus wk. Okay, so it is x is equals to ui plus vj plus wk, that is 32i minus 40j plus 2k. Okay, so after substituting the values of space coordinates x, y and t in the velocity components equations of 4x cube minus 10x square y and 2t, we will get values of u is equals to 32, v is equals to minus 40, w is equals to 2, and writing it in the vector form we will get 32i minus 40j plus 2k. So this is the vector form. Now we need to calculate the velocity v, which is the resultant. Okay, and resultant velocity v is equals to under root of u square plus v square plus w square, that is under root of 32 square plus minus 40 square plus 2 square, that will be equals to 51.26 units. Okay, so this was the resultant velocity and velocity vector which we find out for a particular particle with the space coordinates of 2, 1, 3, that is x, y and z. Now moving forward for the acceleration, we know the equations of acceleration in x direction, acceleration in y direction, acceleration in z direction. Okay, and as the value of t is given, t is equals to 1, del u by del t, del v by del t and del w by del t components will be added into this equation, and this is a case of unsteady flow. Okay, so this is a case of unsteady flow as the components are changing, velocity in x direction, u is changing with respect to time. It is a case of unsteady flow. Here velocity v component small v, that is the component of resultant velocity in y direction, and small w is the velocity component in z direction. They all are changing with respect to time as the value of t is given in your question. Okay, so now again we know u is equals to 4x cube, v is equals to minus 10x square y, and w is equals to 2t. Okay, so here if we take this equation, we need the value of del u by del x. Okay, so substituting the value of del u by del x, deriving the value of del u by del x, so the partial derivative of this u with respect to x will gives us 4x cube is x raised to n is nx raised to n minus 1. So this will get multiplied by this, so 3 into 4 x raised to square. Okay, so 3 4s are 12, 12x square, then del u by del y. Okay, so here we need to differentiate with respect to y, but since there is no y term in this, del u by del y will be 0, del u by del z will be 0, del u by del t will also be 0. Okay, so in this entire equation we got the value of del u by del x, del u by del y is 0, del u by del z is 0, del u by del t is also 0. Okay, now moving forward, similarly for the acceleration in y direction, we need del v by del x. Okay, and where the value of v is minus 10x square y. So del v by del x would be 2 will come in forward, so forward direction, so minus 20xy will be the value of del v by del x. Now we need what? Del v by del y. So again here as the y is present, del v by del y would be equals to minus 10x square, right? Del v by del z, there is no z component in this v value, velocity component v, we will get del v by del z equals to 0, and also del v by del t is equals to 0. Similarly for the acceleration in z direction, we will take del w by del x. Okay, so w is equals to 2t. So here only time is present, x, y, z components are not present, okay. So here del w by del x will be 0, del w by del y will be 0, del w by del z will be 0, and del w by del t will be equals to 2, as the value of w is equals to 2t, so del w by del t will be 2. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to substitute all these equations in the equation of ax, ay and az. So if I'll take the first equation of ax, so here ax is equals to u del u by del x. So look at my right hand side hand, ax is equals to, instead of u I am writing 4x cube, and instead of del u by del x which we found over here 12x square. So instead of del u by del x we will write 12x square plus v is minus 10x square y, and del u by del y is equals to 0. So in place of del u by del y we will write 0, plus w is equals to 2t. So plus w is equals to 2t, but again del u by del z is equals to 0. Okay, so 2t into 0 plus del u by del t is also 0. So here this term, the first term 4x cube into 12x square will become 48x raised to 5, plus second term will become 0 because minus 10x square y when multiplied by 0 will give us the value of 0. So 48x raised to 5 plus 0 is equals to 48 into 2 raised to 5 is equals to 1536 units. Okay, so for the acceleration in x direction, we are getting the value of 1536. Similarly, substituting all such values in the acceleration in y and z direction, we will get the values of ay is equals to 320 units and az is equals to 2 units. Okay, and hence acceleration is vector in the vector form is given as axi plus ayj plus azk. So in place of ax I will write 1536 which we derived just now. Okay, ax it is 1536. Similarly for the ay we need to substitute all the values which we find out over here and solving that equation similarly as we did in the case of ax, we will get ay is equals to 320 units and az is equals to 2 units, and taking it in the vector form. So this is the acceleration in the vector form. Okay, now we are required to find out the resultant acceleration a, which is under root of ax square plus ay square plus az square as we studied in the theory. Okay, so under root of this values will give us the resultant acceleration as 1568.9 units. Okay, so in this sum what we did, we calculated the values of resultant acceleration and resultant velocity and acceleration of a particular fluid particle whose coordinates, real space coordinates x, y, z are 2, 1, 3 at a time t is equals to 1. Okay. Now let's see one another example related to the theory of velocity and acceleration in fluid kinematics. Okay, so here another question is written as a fluid flow is given as v is equals to x square I plus y square zj minus 2xyz plus yz square k. Okay, so a fluid flow is given by the velocity vector as this equation. Now what we need to do, we need to prove that it is a case of possible steady and incompressible fluid flow. Okay, so the velocity in the vector form of a particular fluid particle as given as this equation, and we need to prove from this equation that it is a case of possible steady and incompressible fluid flow. It means that the fluid which is flowing is steady as well as incompressible. Okay, so let's start with the example. So here it has been written that for a case of possible fluid flow that is steady and incompressible, it must satisfy continuity equation, that is del u by del x plus del v by del y plus del w by del z is equals to 0. If you can remember, then this is the equation which has been derived by us, that is the continuity equation in Cartesian coordinates. Okay, so here they are saying that if a fluid wants to flow, okay, if a fluid is not static, then it means that it is not at rest, and if the fluid is flowing or if the fluid wants to flow, then it must satisfy this equation, del u by del x plus del v by del y plus del w by del z is equals to 0. Okay, so if this equation is proved with the components, velocity components of u, v and w in x, y and z direction respectively, then we can say that the fluid is flowing, and the fluid which is flowing is steady and incompressible both. Okay, so we need to prove this equation. Always remember that a fluid can flow only if it satisfies this continuity equation. Okay, so here we have given the velocity vector v is equals to this equation. Now we know that the values of u, v and w from this velocity vector is u is equals to x square y, v is equals to y square z, and w is equals to minus 2xyz plus yz square, u, v and w. Okay, so if we now want to prove this equation, we need to find out del u by del x, del v by del y, del w by del z, and if the summation of these three terms is equals to 0, then it is proved that it is a possible case of flow and which is steady and incompressible. Okay, so let's derive del u by del x. So here what will be the value of del u by del x? Del u by del x will be 2xy, right? Del u by del x will be 2xy. Then what will be del v by del y? It will be 2yz. Del v by del y will be 2yz. And what will be del w by del z? Okay, del w by del z is minus 2xy. Sorry, here I have forgotten to write z. Here there is z. So del w by del z would be minus 2xy, minus plus will become minus. So I'll write over here again, del w by del z is minus 2xy minus plus minus 2 minus 2yz, right? Because here it is z square, so it will become 2yz, and minus plus will become minus. So minus 2xy minus 2yz. Here we got the values of del u by del x, del v by del y, and del w by del z. Now what we need to do? We need to substitute those values in this equation, that is equation of continuity in Cartesian coordinates, or you can also call it as in 3 dimension. So substituting these values, we will get 2xy plus 2yz minus 2xy minus 2yz. Okay, so this is 2xy plus 2yz plus in bracket minus 2xy minus 2yz. So if we open this bracket and takes the plus sign inside, then we will get 2xy plus 2yz plus minus minus 2xy plus minus minus 2yz. So all these terms is equals to 0. So hence this equation is proved. As this equation is proved, we can say that the velocity field which is given by this equation is a possible case of fluid flow which is both steady and incompressible. Okay, if it was a case of unsteady flow, okay, let me explain that it is a steady flow. But if it was an unsteady flow, then what would we have done? Okay, we have added the term del u by del t with this equation. Okay. So this was the another example related to the velocity and acceleration of kinematics of fluid flow.